Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Phyza here, bringing you another video. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a great day. It's nearly the end of the week. Keep pushing through it, and we're going to have the weekend where we're going to have some great quality time on the weekend, smashing Xbox like normal. Anyway, before we get into the video, I'd just like to say, if you do enjoy my content and or are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out, guys. Now, today's video is going to be about a new gun that I recently got in a supply drop, well, care package, you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever, you know what I mean, the fucking black market, called the FFAR, which is the FAMAS. Now, I got this out of the Wepon bribe, which I did make on a second account called Phyza TH. TH standing for Team Holy, which is a team I've started with 3 other guys. So we've got a 4-man, I think. We might have 3. I don't know if one guy's still considering it or not. But this team is going to be a new competitive esports team that we're going to try and, you know, carry and make it better and, you know, progress with the team, make it real good. And hopefully it's going to go well, and who knows, I've got some GFX being sorted out by some guys, I've got an intro and that being sorted, and I'm lagging like shit! Sorry for the rage. I've been raging all morning because I've been lagging recently, and I have no fucking idea why. I never normally lag, not at all actually. I never normally lag in the slightest. Now my internet's decided to put me on a fucking wombat. I hope you guys can bear with me. I'm very sorry for the shouting and shit like that, because, you know, you guys got to understand, it's very, very frustrating when you're trying to play and you're on a constant wombat. But I'm gonna stop rambling on and get into why I think this gun is, in my opinion, one of the worst guns in Call of Duty this year. Now, obviously this year, Call of Duty have done a good job with making every gun balanced. Well, I wouldn't say every gun, but they've done a good job of making quite a lot of the guns balanced. And there's quite a lot of guns, and normally in COD there's normally that 1 or 2 dominant kind of weapon, and that is the go-to weapon that everyone uses. Now, it's very kind of different on this, and there are multiple weapons that a lot of people use and are really good, but I don't feel the same way with this weapon. Now, obviously, because it's a DLC weapon, they don't want to make Call of Duty pay to win, so they are not going to make this gun better than any other normal gun, and you got to understand that, because when people start realizing that it's a pay to win game, they're going to get pissed, and Call of Duty know that. Well, I say they're not stupid, but I'm not even going to get into that, but They do kind of know what they're doing, alright? Like, they have made probably one of the best fucking first-person shooting games out there, and so yeah, they know what they're doing. But yeah, like I was saying, this gun is not going to be better. You can't expect this gun to be better than most guns, because it just doesn't work like that. Like, you can't. You're expecting way too much if that's the case, and I think this gun's actually needs a buff, because I think this gun's completely shit. Now, I'm going to get into the positives on why I think this gun could be good if it was buffed and made the right way, but then I'm going to get into the negatives of why this gun is awful and why I think this gun needs a buff. Now, first things first, let's start off with the positives, because I don't like to get the video off to a negative start. Now, the iron sights. The assault rifles on this game lack iron sights. Now, what I mean by that is iron sights are basically it's just the sight on the gun you have before you put red dot or any other scope on it. Now, the assault rifles lack this. You've got they normally do, to be honest. You've got the Man of War, that hasn't really got the best iron sights. You've got the M8, we all know everyone has to use the fucking red dot on the M8, because it's just it's basically fucking tradition now. Then you've got the ICR, which is, I think you can't even use that thing without red dot sight. You've got the HVK, that's got a good iron sight. I will admit that's one of the few that do have an okay iron sight. And then you've got the KN, and the KN is another one of the few that has a good iron sight. Now, obviously that's only 3 weapons. I might have missed out a couple weapons in the assault rifle class, but then again, I'm a sub player, and I don't really use assault rifles, to be honest. The only assault rifle I'd really use is the M8. Now, this is what stands this gun above the rest, the iron sights. Now, iron, you may not think it does that much, but it does when you think about it, because that's an extra slot, and that's like an extra perk, and it makes a big difference. Now, that's only one component of this weapon though, and as we all know, one thing on a weapon is not good enough to make the weapon overpowered. Now, that's just one thing I like about this weapon. The second thing I like about this weapon is the fire rate. Now, the fire rate on this weapon is extremely good. I mean, it was on Black Ops 1, and of course it's going to be on this if they're remaking it. and it's just a very fast overall firing gun, and this benefits it on Black Ops a lot because I find this Black Ops to be a lot faster paced, and it's made to the point where people I'm not going to say shit people because I don't like to say that, but people that aren't as good, haven't got the same caliber as us better people, it makes it, this Black Ops has made it a lot easier for them to win gunfights and do well. Now, rapid fire is going to put you above the ranking on all the other weapons of, like, obviously rapid fire is good because you can get more bullets in them than they can you and shit like that, but like this gun has basically rapid fire on it without actually having the attachment on it. This gun is very, very fast at firing, and that's another thing it has going for it. But like with most positives, there's always a negative to it, and I'll touch on that why it's a negative as well in a minute. But I just want to get the positives out of the way first. Now, the other positive I'd just like to talk about is the recoil. Now, yeah, a lot of you may be thinking, like, what are you talking about? Like, the recoil's like pretty high on this gun, and it is. But you've got to bear in mind how quick firing this gun actually is. Now, considering how quickly this gun fires and the range you can actually shoot with, which I'm not gonna lie, you've got to stick to medium to long range with this gun. Sometimes short range is like good, but I don't think you can do it with this gun, and I'm gonna touch on that why in a minute. But that's what's another good topic about this weapon. Now, let's get into the negatives. Now, I don't like to be the one to put something down and say this weapon's shit and it's so bad, like, why are you... And I don't like to force my opinion on everyone. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. That's just how it is. Now, a bad thing about this weapon is the fire rate. Now, as well as that being a good thing, it's also a bad thing because it's going to make the recoil a hell of a lot higher. Now, if you'll notice in the gameplay that the recoil, it's got a fair bit of recoil to it, and I am using grip, so that is kind of reducing the recoil. But if I wasn't using grip, this thing would be absolutely impossible to use. And I don't know, like, the fire rate's good, like I was saying, but sometimes it takes the piss a little bit. Like look at that. Like, the recoil kind of fucked me over a little bit then. Obviously, you can say it was my shooting, you can say what you wish, but I know the recoil is pretty bad. Now, I don't want to spend too long touching on the bad things because otherwise this video will be a super long video. I just want to quickly go over it. This is not some detailed review, in depth, you know, like, this is simply me telling you, on my opinion, whether I think this gun is good or not, and whether I would use it or whether it's worth spending the money on to get. Now, sorry about that. Now, another negative to this gun is the biggest negative to this gun that I think it has, and the most important thing that a gun could have, which this gun doesn't, which is basically the main reason I think it's shit and the main reason I don't like it. Now, that is the movement speed whilst you're aiming down the sight. Now, as you can see, I'm not doing very well with this weapon, and I do hate this weapon with, like, I completely hate this weapon, not gonna lie. After this commentary, I'm probably never gonna touch this weapon again. Maybe for some other videos or something, but out of my own choice and out of my own time, I'm not gonna touch this weapon again because of the main reason that it is so goddamn slow when you're aiming in down the sight. It's ridiculous. Like, it's stupid. Look at this, right? Most assault rifles are a lot quicker than this. You got to bear in mind my sensitivity is on 5, and obviously you got to keep in mind that I am a sub player, so I like to have my assault rifles quite fast when I'm aiming down the sight because that's what I'm used to on subs. Like, we're used to, like, quick movements and shit like that. So that's probably going to impact my opinion a little bit, but I'm sure you can all see it's not the fastest aiming down the sight. Now, I've got stock on it which is supposed to improve the speed when you're aiming down the sight, but I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't really done much, and maybe that's like a little thing they need to, like, maybe buff, maybe improve what stock actually does. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't know. But all I know is that it's really slow when you're aiming down sight, and that is probably one of the biggest negatives you can have to a gun because it's going to affect your accuracy loads. It's going to affect your sorry. I'm so close to losing my shit with this game today, and I am sorry if this quality of the video isn't as good as normal, but I am losing my shit so much, and but anyway, enough rambling on. So yeah, it's just like I like to use good guns, obviously. That's like a stupid thing to say. I don't know why I would say that. I like to use good guns, and I like to make sure these guns are good and got the right attachments on it. Now, I've got the right attachments on this gun, I feel. Obviously, you can have extended mags, and that's going to make the gun a lot better. but I don't have that yet because I'm obviously only level 18. I might do another review later on, maybe if they've done some buffs on it. I don't know, but the aim down sight is the main thing on this weapon that I don't like, that I think completely and utterly fucks it. Now, maybe if they were to buff this weapon would be good. I don't know, but that's my opinion on the gun, guys. I didn't want this video to be too long. I am very sorry if this video, it doesn't make this, there isn't like that much structure to it, and it doesn't make that much sense. I am very sorry about that. I apologise in advance. It might do, it might come out fine, who knows. But like always, guys, this is your boy Phyza. Please slop a like, let's just like take a minute to admire what let's slop a like. No. Let's drop a like on this video if you do enjoy my content or are new to the channel. I will be bringing you another video tomorrow. I think it's either going to be maybe a team video with my new team or maybe a nuked out. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see on Twitter. Like I said, I respond to most of my DMs. But it's been your boy Phyza. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.